Hello, everybody. So, I know I tend to stay away from drama a lot on my channel because I want it to be a safe place, and so this will be like the only serious video that I really post. Um, but this is something like I really just need to discuss and talk about because in my mind it's very important. Um, Before we begin, however, a trigger warning for pedophilia and grooming. If either of those things make you uncomfortable or are one of your triggers or whatever, um, I would click off the video. Um, so yeah. Alright, so if you couldn't tell by the trigger warning, this video I'm going to be discussing the LenTotally situation. Now, it's more like a rant than a discussion because it isn't scripted or anything, so I apologize if topics kind of like, if I go on one topic and then get off and go on another topic. Yeah. Okay, so the LenTotally situation. If you haven't been caught up yet, basically what happened is the popular gotcha tuber LenTotally uh, got accused, and it was also proven that he groomed a minor. Now we already know that's a problem. That's against the law. Um, and basically, what I'm going to be talking about is who's really at fault here, and like just it's going to be just a rant basically. So Len is at fault, and I will stand by this no matter what. Len is the problem. He is at fault, not the victim. Len is at fault. You guys need to stop victim blaming. The victim is 14, I'm sorry. The victim was 14, and she she's a child. She's a child, and he is a grown adult. And as a kid, kids make bad decisions. Like kids sometimes don't realize that things are wrong when they do them because, you're still learning about the world. Um and so I know what you so the victim may not have realized the problem initiating those interactions with an adult. They may not have realized that was wrong. And before you say anything like, oh, well, it's so obvious that it was wrong, they should know, blah, 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 you need to think about it because the only person who ever taught me that, like, those things were wrong were my parents. They may not have had parents who taught them that, or they may have had parents whose, like, age gap is, like, 10 years or something. So in their mind, they might have been like, oh, well, my parents are 10 years apart, so why can't I, be with a guy who is 10 years older than me? Because they may not realize that it's wrong. They may not realize that that's okay between two adults, but it's not okay between a kid and an adult. So it really honestly depends on their home life and how they've been taught and stuff. So it is not the child's fault. Len, however, is a fully grown adult. He knows perfectly well that it is illegal to participate in activities like that with a child. He knew, but he continued to do it anyways. He could have easily ignored them. He could have said, hey, let's not do that because I'm an adult and you're a kid, and that's wrong. He could have just blocked them. He could have done so many other things, but he decided, he thought about it and decided to participate in those activities with a child. You see how that's wrong? Because he knew. They might not have known, but he knew that it was wrong. And some of you may be like, I've seen these a lot in like comments and stuff. Oh, well, they're 14, blah, blah, blah. They aren't a kid, so blah, blah. 14 is a child. 14 is just in high school. Like, they are a kid. And it is absolutely disgusting. And I don't believe in cancel culture. I really don't believe in cancel culture, but I think he honestly doesn't deserve to be deplatformed, but just needs people need to stop backing him up. People need to stop supporting a groomer. People just need to stop. It is. And it's genuinely just bothering me so much, and I'm not in the place to accept the apology. Nobody is besides the victim. And maybe she has. I'm not sure. But like people need to still realize that this man is a pedophile, and it doesn't really like this man is a pedophile, and that's wrong, obviously. So he needs to learn. And I don't think he can change, but I don't know. I just feel like I needed to cover this. Um, yeah. So I think that Len was in the wrong. The victim does not need to, people need to stop blaming the victim. And I think Len needs to, I think people just, he needs to learn. He needs to learn. And yeah, that's it. So I'm sorry, I tend to not post serious videos, so I'm sorry about this. But yeah. Um, People may disagree with my opinions, but this is what I have to say about the situation. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to posting normal content now and stay away from drama. So bye.